Sawadika and good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World Tonight. I'm Nabunag and we'll begin the program with the stimulus scheme to boost Thailand's spending, which is none other than the 50-50 co-payment scheme, also known as Kon La Krung Plus. So this is widely believed to be a stimulus measure that people have been waiting for. And Thailand's finance minister announced today that the cabinet has approved the budget to fund the scheme in hopes to ease the financial burden of 20 million Thais, as well as to boost the economy, especially during the last quarter of this year. Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Niti Thanpraphat announced details of the new economic stimulus program at the Government House today after the Cabinet has approved the budget to fund the scheme. He explains that this scheme follows the government's policy statement to Parliament to tackle urgent economic challenges and stimulate consumption across the country. The scheme provides a total of 20 million entitlements, where the government will co-pay half of each purchase up to 200 baht per day. Those eligible will receive 2,400 baht for those who filed income tax last year, while those not in the tax system will receive 2,000 baht. The program also expands eligibility to people aged 16 and above to encourage more youth participation and spending. Finance Minister Niti also described the initiative as a short-term stimulus with long-term impact. Besides easing the living costs, it will help small vendors boost their income and digital skills with support to adopt technology and even use AI tools to improve business operations. The government has also allocated 44 billion baht from the 2026 fiscal budget for the scheme, plus 23 billion baht from the welfare card top-up, totaling around 100 billion baht in stimulus. And the scheme is expected to lift Thailand's GDP by up to 0.4%. Merchant registration for this scheme opens on October 15th, which is next Wednesday. Public registration will start from October 20th to the 26th, and spending will start on October 29th until the end of this year. And while the scheme is aimed to boost spending as well as to boost the economy, whether it's for the consumers or small businesses, I'm pretty sure that it will benefit both sides. But some of the economists have warned that this may not really solve the economic issues in the long run, as Thailand's GDP has already been forecast to be only about 1 or 2% for this year, but the government seemed to have been extremely confident that this 50-50 co-payment scheme will boost the GDP by at least 0.3 to 0.4%, especially during the last quarter of this year. But I'm pretty sure that many people, especially Thai PBS program, because it will help ease the financial burden and boost spending as well. And apart from the co-payment scheme, there are still many more issues that still need to be addressed, especially when it's related to the Thai economy. And those issues also include sustainability, as well as the adoption of ESG, technology integration, and agile supply chain networks as well. Facing global supply chain disruptions and the growing wave of protectionism, Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Nititham Prapat is calling on Thai businesses to transform quickly. And he says that the long-term competitiveness would depend on three key pillars, which are the ESG adoption, technology integration, and agile supply chain networks. Speaking at a business partner conference during the Sustainability Expo recently, Igniti stressed that investing in AI, data analytics, and decarbonization is no longer optional. Not only that, he explained that the global economy has shifted from open markets to what he called a world of choosing sides, because many countries nowadays prefer to trade within their own blocks, forcing supply chains everywhere to realign and rebuild. Cheap raw materials alone can no longer sustain competitiveness. At the same time, new trade tariffs and non-tariff barriers and tighter inspections are reshaping how and where trade happens as well. And as for domestic issues here in Thailand, Igniti admitted that the current government has very little time with only 4 months in office, but he said that the government must act with urgency. His principle is quite clear though, because he thinks that the economic growth must go hand in hand with ESG. That means growth that comes with environmental care, social responsibility, and good governance. But the economic outlook for Thailand remains fragile. He also mentioned that exports have been front-loaded ahead of the new U.S. tariffs, and growth in the fourth quarter of this year is projected at just 0.3%. And to prevent stagnation, the government is applying short-term stimulus measures while preparing structural reforms to strengthen competitiveness, broaden participation, and reduce inequality. And regarding the adoption of ESG, he said that business and ESG cannot be split between the two, and the growth must come with fiscal disciplines and strong governance to prevent a financial crisis like it happened back in 1997. And when it comes to challenges like these, there is still a long list of challenges facing the Thai economy at the moment. And this is not only about how long the government has to fulfill its economic policies, because another challenge is that there is a demographic change in Thailand as well, because 1 in 5 Thais is now over 60 years old, and that is compared with the global average of only 15%. An aging population right now is tightening the labor market in Thailand, straining social security funds and public health care, as well as weakening the domestic consumption. Still, he believes that they should frame the shift as both a threat and an opportunity. He said that Thailand can turn its strength in world-class hospitals and wellness into new growth engines, capitalizing on the global demand for senior-focused products and services. And to address the labor shortages, Igniti called for a national focus on reskilling and lifelong learning. He said that embedding technology at the core, especially on AI and data analytics, helps businesses make smarter decisions in real time, becoming faster, leaner, and more competitive. And beyond technology, the real goal is to ignite human power by accelerating startups and encouraging collaboration with greater speed and efficiency. But Igniti also acknowledged other issues as well. And this is actually one of Thailand's deepest challenges, which is inequality. And we have to say that inequality has been an issue for so many years. And today, the richest 20% account for more than half of the national income, while the poorest 20% share just 6%. He warned that developed nations became rich before they became old. Thailand risks becoming old before it becomes rich. So this is actually one of the key taglines in his speech on that day. And to counter this, the government is expanding welfare cards and co-payment schemes to support low-income households and offering soft loans, supply chain financing, and tax incentives to help SMEs join global value chains. So based on his keynote speech, he highlighted two issues that are also vital for Thailand's businesses today, which are, of course, digitalization and the green economy. And this is something that many businesses around the world are prioritizing at the moment in this digital era. Like what we have seen in recent years, AI is disrupting many industries around the world, and companies that fail to adapt to these changes will put themselves at risk of being cut out of global supply chains altogether. And he also did mention that the government is pushing a wide range of programs from reskilling initiatives and clean energy projects to green finance tools as well. So they are actually pushing Thailand as a regional hub for sustainable growth. And these are the key issues that have been addressed in regards to sustainable growth and the economy in the near future. And just in case you missed Paetongtarn Shinawatra and you're wondering what she has been up to since she's been ousted as the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, in her capacity as the Pheu Thai party leader, has made an appearance today where she vowed to reform the political party in hopes to win the next general elections. And this was the overall atmosphere of the Pheu Thai party's gathering today, where Pheu Thai party leader and former Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra has introduced 193 prospective candidates for the upcoming general elections. Paetongtarn has vowed to revamp both the Pheu Thai party and Thailand, which is the main tagline of today's party gathering. Paetongtarn said that this was the first time since the country's political upheaval that the hearts of Pheu Thai had become together again to speak openly and directly with one another. She said that the party had been forced into opposition while its founder, Thaksin Shinawatra, remained imprisoned. Despite the setbacks, including mixed results from recent by-elections, Paetongtarn dismissed claims that Pheu Thai has reached the dead end or that the party is dying out. She even told supporters that if Pheu Thai was ever going to disappear, it would have gone like long time ago. Paetongtarn went on to say that Pheu Thai has achieved some of the country's most tangible results in governance while also enduring the harshest political persecution. Reaffirming the party's core spirit, Paetongtarn said Pheu Thai stands for policies that deliver real results for the people, aiming to improve livelihoods and unleash the full potential of every citizen. She even said that she is ready to fight and so the Pheu Thai party. She also added that Thailand still needs politics that are constructive and offer genuine hope to the citizens. She even said that the party is reviewing its past lessons, both successes and mistakes, in order to adapt to changing times and better connect with the younger generation. To achieve this, Pheu Thai will undergo what she called a major overhaul of its internal structure, allowing each member's potential to be fully utilized. She even emphasized that all decisions regarding the party's direction and political strategy will rest with the party leader and its executive board, ensuring, in her words, a clear and unified path forward. So, We have to say that this is not really over for the Pheu Thai party, just like how many political analysts have predicted that even though Thaksin is still in prison and Paetongtarn has been ousted as the prime minister, the legacy of the Pheu Thai party will not be over, and it looks like the Pheu Thai party is ready to step up and to regain the votes for the next general election. So we will have to wait and see how it goes for the Pheu Thai party. And that's all for this edition of Thai PBS World Tonight. Join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Thai PBS World's Facebook and YouTube Live. You can also follow us on social media and our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest stories and analyses about Thailand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ